What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Alabama versus Utah State Week 1 college football matchup going down Saturday, September 3rd, 2022. Before we get to that free pick, gotta let you guys know, Pickdawgz.com, we're doing it bigger and better than anyone else. Got more free pick videos on our channel than you'll find anywhere else on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed and also take advantage of our free Sportsbook bonus offer. The link in the description of this video below. Also in the description of this video below, click that join button for more information on our YouTube VIP and premium passes. Great way to get yourself some premium content for an awesome price. Those VIP and premium passes will ensure that every day you get plays from Mitch and myself. So with football season finally upon us, it's definitely something that you want to make sure that you take advantage of. But let's get to this one. Between Alabama and Utah State, and the Utah State Aggies, one of the few teams that had a week 0 matchup to be able to shake off some of the rust, coming out with a 31-20 win over UConn. But if you watched a lot of that game, you could see that Utah State, maybe they were rusty in week 0, or maybe they just took UConn a little bit lightly, or maybe UConn came to play and showed us some frailties for the Aggies, because UConn looked really good early on in that game, but before they just kind of ran out of gas, and they just got maybe a little bit too hopped up early on and didn't really pace themselves. But Utah State, they had Logan Bonner, threw for 281 yards, 3 touchdowns, 20 of 29 passing, and Calvin Tyler Jr. rushed for 161 yards, and the receivers got in the action as well. And Justin McGriff had 3, and Kyle Van Leeuwen each had 3 catches with a touchdown, 107 receiving yards combined between the two. Now MJ Tafisi, 10 total tackles, not a bad performance, but again, on the whole, Utah State, I think it was, even in a win, was a bit disappointing against UConn. On the other side, well, you got the defending runner-ups in the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're trying to finish the job this year. 13-2 last season, including a 7-1 mark in SEC conference play. Tide won the SEC title game, taking down Georgia 41-24. They upended Cincinnati in the college football playoff semifinals at the Cotton Bowl, but Georgia would get their revenge in the national championship. Alabama losing that game 33-18. Now, Bryce Young, back after winning the Heisman in 2021, threw for 47 touchdowns with just 7 interceptions and kept putting up insane video game style numbers despite injuries decimating his options at receiver. Jahmyr Gibbs transferred in from Georgia Tech as a home run threat in the Alabama backfield, and Trey Sanders and Jace McClellan, you can bet they're going to be in the mix as well. And the receiver core, they have Jermaine Burton transferring in, ironically enough, from Georgia a little while back. And he's hoping to be the next name on that list. Tyler Harrell, comes in from Louisville, hoping to get some reps coming his way as well with Young spreading the love, and Cameron Latu back as a rare breed tight end that can really be extended down the field. He had 8 touchdowns, 410 receiving yards last season, but if you watch a lot of his receptions, this is a guy that can be a deep threat, which, like I said, at tight end is extremely rare. On defense, Will Anderson back. You could argue that he could have maybe been in the running for the Heisman last year after putting up 17.5 sacks, 34.5 tackles for a loss last season. Henry Toto back to make up one of the best linebacking groups in the country alongside Dallas Turner. The secondary is stacked as well for Alabama. And injuries and players leaving could derail. I don't want to say derail the Tide, but it's just that this Alabama team just seems to keep rolling with the punches, and this year looks to be no different. Now, the thing is, at this number, I get the case to be made for a team like Utah State getting a boatload of points. The problem is that these week 1 games, these season opening games, especially at home at Bryant-Denny, are games where usually Alabama likes to turn it up, and I don't think that Utah State has what it takes to be able to go shot for shot, even for maybe even a quarter with Alabama here. I just expect the Tide to pull away. I could see a 49-7, 56-10 kind of game here. I don't love this line, and maybe this number puts it to sort of the unplayable range, but if you're somebody that likes betting these big spread games, I would go with Alabama laying the 41.5, but I would also tread very lightly, and that's going to be my free pick. But if you're looking for best bets from myself or any of our other world-class handicappers, check out Pick Dawgz Premium and use this promo code here, WIN15, WIN15, all one word, all lowercase, for 15% off your purchase at Pick Dawgz Premium. And while you're at Pick Dawgz, make sure you check out our free betting tools, the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a like. Let's cash some winners.